So you guys have seen this guitar before. This is my Ashthorpe S-Type, and I love this guitar. It was $100 on Amazon. It is just an absolute steal of an instrument. It looks great, feels great to play. There's just one issue that plagues this guitar. This one in particular, I can't speak for everything else. Your mileage may vary, but this one has one irking issue. Yeah, that buzzing, not good. It seems like a simple ground issue, which is okay. Even more expensive guitars have that. A lot of used guitars that I get have that. But there's also another thing about this. It's got one volume and one tone pot, and they're not very responsive. The play on them is kind of non-existent, if we're being honest. It's either on or off. You can't turn it down to clean up tones if you're distorted. And the tone knob just goes from very bright to very dark, but you have to turn it all the way down. So it's not very good. Which, let's be real, at $100, you can't really expect everything to be perfect. But aside from those issues, everything else is great. The pickup is nice and hot and clear. The neck feels great. It's a satiny kind of finish. I mean, again, it looks great. It feels good to play. There's no fret sprout. I've had this guitar for quite some time, and still, no fret sprout. Absolutely incredible. So today I figured we would address those issues. All I've done thus far is take off the back cover because I wanted to check something. I kind of did something that's a little ill-advised, and that was purchasing parts before you know what to purchase. I needed to check and see what kind of pots were in it, if they were full size or mini pots or dime size pots, whatever you want to call them. They are mini pots, which is fortunately what I bought. So the pots that are in here are labeled CP. I don't know what that means, but these new pots that I got are dime size alpha pots, which alpha is just a brand of pot. They're pretty good. You find them in a majority of guitars. I think a lot of old Korean guitars have alpha pots in them, and they work fine. The taper is nice and everything. They're not CTS, which is kind of the industry preferred. I'm not gonna say standard, but whatever. I digress. So we're gonna swap these out, and I think really just to change the aesthetics, I'm gonna put a new pickup in there. This is a pickup that I had lying around that I took out of an Ibanez RG2EX1. This is an Ibanez V8, so it looks kind of EMG-ish, but it is not an active pickup. It is a passive pickup, so it'll work, without batteries like a normal pickup would. Again, nothing wrong with this pickup. I'll probably actually hang on to this one, but just to change the aesthetics, because personally I think this will look better in it. But again, I digress. Let's go ahead, dive into it. So I'm not going to explain any of the processes that I'm doing. I'm just going to kind of show you what I did. If you want detailed explanations, I do have a video where we set up an Ashthorpe guitar on my channel, and then I also have one where we upgrade an Epiphone Explorer, switches, pots, output jack, all that kind of stuff. We go into detail. Check it out there on my channel.
NANI?!
Oh man, so this one's new. So we got the pickup out here. As you can see, it's just a no name branded pickup, but it does look like it is wax potted from what I can tell. I've done some microphonic tests just to see in the past, but anyway, this is new. It looks like someone melted a Jolly Rancher down in here, like when they were finishing. I mean, it's paint obviously, but I mean it's coming off all kind of ways, and I mean it literally, if I can get the camera to focus, I mean that looks like melted Jolly Rancher. So I just thought that was funny as I was in the guitar. So these are just some clips of me taking out the old pots, kind of getting everything ready for the new pots to go in. If you want detailed explanations, again, Epiphone Explorer upgrade video on my channel, go check that out. Okay, we're back. As I mentioned, we're not going to film the entire process. So the guitar is strung up, set up, tuned, all that stuff ready to go. You may have noticed one little detail here, and that is the pickup. Originally, as I said before, we were going to use the Ibanez V8 pickup. However, I could not get that mounted in there correctly. Apparently, the screws that came with the pickup that I kept, they don't want to fit anymore. So we did this pickup instead. I'm not even going to tell you what this pickup is. Could it be more expensive? Could it be cheaper? I don't know. Listen to this before and after and tell me what you think. And then in the next video, I'll reveal what it is before we get into that. Or maybe I'll make a short or something. But tell me what you think it is. Tell me if you think it's more expensive than that V8, cheaper than that V8. Let me know in the comments. Now, we're going to go ahead and do a before and after. And I'll show you how the pots have improved dramatically and how it has improved this guitar overall dramatically. So I don't know about you, but this guitar just was improved by simply changing these pots out. It doesn't buzz anymore. You know, they turn smoother. They do feel smoother. They actually respond so I can clean up those dirty tones, all that kind of stuff. Overall, it just made this guitar that much better. Moral of the story is don't skimp on the small things like pots and the output jack and all that kind of stuff. Pay attention to that kind of stuff. If you start to notice weird electronic stuff, don't just go changing your pickups. Focus on the other parts of the guitar as well. You may just end up saving a lot of money and a lot of headache. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click my logo somewhere on the screen. That'll help you get subscribed to the channel if you're not already. If you want to check out some of my other videos, there should be some boxes coming up right over here somewhere. You can click one of those. It'll take you right to it. And if you want to support the channel in any other way besides just subscribing, check the link in the description of any of my videos for my Teespring store. You can pick up a shirt, hoodie, sticker, whatever tickles your fancy. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.